LegacyMaker, the All Sports Network.
Hello, everybody. Darrell, Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network, and welcome to another edition of the LegacyMaker Sports News Update here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network. And it's so glad to have you all here with us. It's October the 4th, 2020, and we've got 3 games to bring you today. Highlights from games within our area, and of course, one from the NBA Finals. One of the highlights we're going to bring you today, we're going to talk NCAA as the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, took on the UVA Cavaliers. We'll also bring you highlights from Baltimore and Washington as Lamar Jackson went into FedEx Field to take on Dwayne Haskins. And of course, we're going to give you the insight into Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Now, last time we were on here, the Miami Heat had just won the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, we're in the Game 3, and the first 2 games have not looked good for the Miami Heat. But the question is, in Game 3, were they able to turn things around? Let's take you to the bubble and find out. Early in the first, and LeBron James and the crew getting it all started, 2-2, and LeBron straight to the basket and the foul. And the Lakers are starting off with great energy. 14-8, Miami up by 6. Ball poked away by Jimmy Butler, and Butler will take it in for the slam. Miami's up 16-8. Now Butler's still working magic here, up by 7, 22-15 with the fadeaway. Knocks it down off on one leg, 24-15 Miami. 26-20 Miami. Great ball movement here by the Lakers. Oh, LeBron, nice move. Kicks it out to Kuzma in the corner, and he knocks it down. And it's a 26-23 game. 37-38 Lakers. Jimmy Butler still doing amazing things for the Heat as he knocks it off the glass, giving the lead. Now 44-37, Miami up inside to LeBron from Morris. He takes the contact and the foul and head to the line. It's only a 2-point game with 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Heat up 44-42. Duncan Robinson with the 3 takes the contact. He was looking for a foul, but gets nothing. 49-46 Miami. To the basket, more Jimmy buckets as he continues to push this Miami Heat team through. 51-46 with 2 minutes left in the second. Now we hit the third quarter. Battle down low. Davis is stripped. Crowder with a great pass with the reverse by Tyler Hero. It's 66-54. Now it's 81-71. Miami up by 10 and more. Jimmy buckets with the fadeaway from the top of the key. 85-78 now. And then LeBron just willing his way to the basket. It's a 5-point game. Miami up 85-80. To the basket, LeBron goes again, and now it's a 3-point game, and he's going to head to the line on top of that. So 89-89 is tied. Lakers looking to retake the lead here. Great move by Rondo to the basket with the left, and that the Lakers take the lead there. 94-91, Miami. 3-point lead. Tyler Hero comes along. Knocks down the 3, makes it 97-91. Now it's 101-95. Jimmy backing him down. Too easy. Jimmy Butler is just cruising right along. 103-95. Now 107-100. Miami up by 7. Jimmy Butler continued his amazing night. 40 points for Jimmy Butler on the night. 13 assists and 11 rebounds. And then Tyler Hero just with a nice move to the basket. That's right, Snarl, Mr. Hero, as the Miami Heat win this one 115-104. Jimmy Butler had 40 points with 11 rebounds and 13 assists. LeBron James leading the way for the Lakers with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Game 4 is on Tuesday night. Miami has brought this series just a little bit closer. Lakers still leading 2-1, but Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, Lakers, Heat, Game 4, NBA Finals. Let's hear from Jimmy Butler after the game.
Top 5 players in the NBA, and yet you told me before tip-off, I think we have figured something out. How were you able to do this tonight?
We rebounded. That's going to be the key going forward. We got to keep those guys off the boards, limit their second chance points. We got back pretty well. It also helps to make shots, so never get me wrong. But I'm glad we get some people back.
You had a 40-point triple-double tonight in an NBA Finals game. That is the best game of your career so far. What was your mindset throughout every minute?
Win. I don't care about a triple. I don't care about none of that. I really don't. I want to win. We did that. I'm happy with the outcome.
Now we take you to FedEx Field, where Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens traveled just a little bit across the way in the Battle of the Beltway to take on the Washington football team led by Dwayne Haskins. Now, the Ravens coming off a very tough game against the Kansas City Chiefs, taking a very tough loss on Monday night. Could they come in here and get things back on the right foot? Well, Washington definitely needed to have something go their way after their performance last week against Cleveland. Haskins, who struggled in this performance last week, had 3 interceptions. Could he have a bounce-back week? Let's take you to Landover to find out what happened.
To early in the first quarter, Ravens football, Jackson rolling to his right, looks along the sideline, and then look, he finds Hollywood Brown, makes a couple moves and gets to the 1-yard line, putting the Ravens in great position to get on the board early. And then, of course, going to hand this one off to Mark Jackson, the former Heisman Trophy winner, the Pro Bowler, gets it in to give Baltimore a 7-0 lead. Early in the second, Lamar Jackson at the 49-yard line, and then Lamar Jackson does Lamar Jackson things and breaks loose for a 51-yard touchdown run. I almost gave it up at the end there. Then you saw what happened in college football this weekend, not protecting the football. And then here comes Dwayne Haskins, looks across the middle, finds his receiver for a first down at the 49. Then Haskins dumps it over to the sensational rookie so far, Antonio Gibson, who's having a great season to get things going. And he gets down near the 11-yard line. Washington starting to cook. Haskins going to give it off to Gibson to finish up the job, and Washington's on the board. This is a 14-7 game. 14-7 with less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Jackson's going to be forced out of the pocket, move to his left, and then find Mark Andrews in the end zone for the touchdown. This would give Baltimore a 21-7 lead. Haskins trying to get something done before the half, and then he's sacked by Udon. That was his second sack of the day. And Baltimore gets the ball back with another shot here before the end of the half. Jackson looked, and Kendall Fuller with the interception. And that would put an end to the first half. Baltimore up 21-7. 21-10 Baltimore with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third. And then Jackson's going to find Hollywood Brown, who gets him down to the 22 in Washington territory. About a minute later, Jackson with the play action looks to his right and finds Mark Andrews for his second touchdown of the day. This is a 28-10 game. 31-10 Baltimore, 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And we got a RG3 sighting in Washington. First time playing against a team in a hot minute. Looking deep and is tipped and intercepted by Kendall Fuller. Washington takes over. Haskins now looking deep for Terry McLaurin, who gets it down inside of the 5, and this is going to set up Washington. Haskins would run it in for a 1-yard touchdown after the McLaurin setup, but that would be it. The Baltimore Ravens win this one 31-17. Lamar Jackson 14 for 21, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception, 3 touchdowns total and a rushing touchdown. Dwayne Haskins, not a bad day, 32 for 45, 314 yards and 1 rushing touchdown, but it just wasn't enough for the Washington football team as they lose to their crosstown adversary, the Baltimore Ravens. This is what Dwayne Haskins had to say after the game.
It's there. But I didn't see anything that was really worth, taking an opportunity on that wasn't in our favor. But like the play to Terry on that fade box and going into the end zone, something that we were looking forward to with that man matchup. So really just trying to find ways to get some players in space and make something happen. I cursed again. I felt like I was in great control. I felt calm. I felt collected. I felt like I had a plan of what I was trying to do before it happened, and I was able to have a plan of how to react if it wasn't there. So just keep building upon that and taking that and enhancing it and getting better each week.
Now we take you to South Carolina, where the Virginia Cavaliers would take on the number 1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, led by Trevor Lawrence, the potential number 1 overall pick of the 2021 NFL draft, or at least a lot of people have him as the number 1 guy on their boards. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, a rematch of last year's ACC championship game. The question at hand, could Virginia get revenge for that devastating loss that they took last year, or would Clemson continue to roll along? Let's take you to Death Valley.
Start this one off with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Clemson up 3-0, and Travis Etienne with the spin move loses a defender and takes it in for a Clemson touchdown. This is one of the reasons why he will be the #1 running back, in my opinion, off the board in next year's draft. Now with the score 10-3 Clemson, Trevor Lawrence is going to break loose here, pick up a big gain. A minute later, Clemson 10-3. Lawrence looking deep, and he finds Amari Rodgers in the back of the end zone, touchdown Clemson. That's going to make this a 17-3 game, and the #1 team in the country is starting to roll. Cavaliers now trying to get back in this thing, and then Armstrong is intercepted, and Clemson is going to take over and put them in another great spot here. And then Trevor Lawrence finds Amari Rodgers one more time, and then leaps over top of the Virginia defender to give Clemson a 24-3 lead. But Virginia would not go away. Armstrong looking, and he finds Lavelle Davis along the sideline, pick up a UVA first down. Armstrong still dealing, looks, this time he finds Darrell with the touchdown. UVA makes this a 2-possession game. 13-10 in the third. UVA still trying to make a way back, and Davis with a great catch along the sideline from Armstrong. Armstrong then looking into the end zone for Davis. Again, is intercepted by Andrew Booth Jr. One-handed, Odell Beckham-like, amazing interception. UVA not giving up just yet. And then here comes Armstrong, moving and grooving. He had 22 carries for 89 yards on the day. Scores 27-10. Clemson up by 17. Armstrong and UVA just trying to get it a little bit closer. Keaton Thompson and fellow quarterback scores is 27-17, but just too much Clemson as Travis Etienne will go in and score. Another touchdown will be tacked on top of that. UVA loses one 41-23 to Clemson. Trevor Lawrence went 25 for 38 for 329 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Brennan Armstrong 24 for 43, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Let's hear from defensive leader Zane Zandier.
Your impressions about tonight's game?
I thought we played hard. I thought we fought hard. Offense got it rolling a couple times, a couple drives there, so that was good to see. They're a really good team. They had a good scheme going on, and the #1 team in the country are going to put up points. And they made 5 to 6 more plays than we made. I thought we hung with them. I thought we're capable of beating a team like that. I'm very confident that we are. So coming out of it, we don't want any moral victories. We lost the game, and it sucks. And we're gonna playing right home is gonna suck. But other than that was all right.
All right, everybody, this is Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network. Thank you all once again for tuning in to another edition of the LegacyMaker Sports News Update. Now, before I get off of here, I gotta send love to my dad. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy 71st birthday. The man who invented the orange charm, the man within the legend himself. Pops, I love you. Enjoy your birthday. I'm Darrell Owens. Until next time.